Hey everyone, the Game Piece here. Today we have a review for a monster taming game called Nexomon. Nexomon is a series of games that originally started off as a mobile-only game. Since then, the series has been released on PC and a sequel released on consoles called Nexomon Extinction. However, this review is for the first Nexomon title, which has never been before on consoles and will be releasing on September 17th, 2021. Specifically, the version played for this review was on PlayStation 5, so thanks so much to P-Cube for providing me an early copy. Now let's get right into it. Nexomon starts off with you waking up and discovering someone exists called the Nexolord. The Nexolord is the main antagonist of this game who drives your quest forward. After a series of events, you choose your starting Nexomon from a wide selection and set out on your quest to learn more about the Nexolord. Now the game is fairly straightforward as you make your way through. You will encounter some really great characters though. You'll encounter the Overseers, which are really great and they really make the journey exciting. The game maps are all fairly straightforward. You'll have items that will glow and they'll usually contain something like a potion, a Nexo trap, or a small amount of coins. And the maps also have a bunch of NPCs scattered throughout. Some of these NPCs will battle you, while others will simply just have dialogue for you to enjoy. The towns are all really well done, but I do wish the routes between the towns provided a bit more variety and they weren't so linear. The maps between the towns have wild grass where encounters are initiated, and that's where you'll find your wild Nexomon. The grass will shake, and if you step on a piece of shaking grass, that's when an encounter will happen. So having control over when to start an encounter was definitely a plus when I was playing. The Nexomon variety in the wild encounters from map to map is decently varied as well, ensuring that you're going to be able to fill out your roster of 6 Nexomon from favorites from Nexomon's impressive monster roster. Now you'll be using your Nexomon to battle in the game, and the battles in Nexomon are fairly straightforward. You'll send out your Nexomon against an opposing Nexomon with the goal of reducing its HP to 0 by using various skills. Nexomon are capable of having up to 4 skills at a time, and each skill can be rotated in or out in the menus in between battle. The skills all have stamina costs, which reduce a Nexomon's stamina, and once the stamina is below a certain point where you can use the skill, you'll either have to wait a turn to regain some, use an item, or switch out. Now, all of the systems here are nice, but unfortunately I found most battles to be over quickly enough, or myself to be gaining levels so often that the stamina cost really didn't matter too much. Each Nexomon does have a type associated with it that has advantages and disadvantages. Skills will also have a type associated with them, meaning that rounding out your roster of different types of Nexomon is definitely going to be the way to go. Thankfully, Nexomon provides an easy way of maintaining your party's experience easily with useful items like the experience share to split experience among party members, and later in the game, an experience multiplier to boost your experience gains even more. Music and art in Nexomon is also top-notch. At times in the story during major events, you will be presented with a full art screen displaying the events that are unfolding, and every time it was a treat to see. This combined with the overall soundtrack of varied battle themes from wild encounters to trainers to bosses, it hit the mark very well and added tension to the battles that were playing out. Each Nexomon is also very nicely animated in battle with beautiful environmental backgrounds. As far as content goes, you'll have the main story to clear, but you also have a post-game adventure to take on as well. And in this game mode, you'll have no shortage of Nexomon battling, as here your team will be reset back to level 5, meaning it's essentially a brand new adventure entirely. I had fun playing through this game mode as well, as it's more of the same game kind of, but with a lot more lore attached, and some pretty cool post-game battles with characters from the story. All in all, I would recommend Nexomon to anyone who is a monster taming fan. It has a good story with nice characters and plenty of monsters for you to collect and battle with. The game doesn't suffer from being grindy or overstaying its welcome either, and offers a fairly average difficulty level for those who are looking for something more casual. The game also has certain lore that fans of the sequel Nexomon Extinction would appreciate knowing and playing, so certainly if you are a fan of the sequel, I would say that you'll definitely like what is here. I personally really had a lot of fun playing the game, and it runs very well on PS5. I didn't encounter hardly any bugs. There may be some errors when loading into a different map where it would take slightly longer or there'd be a bit of a delay, but nothing game-breaking at all. So if you're interested, I definitely would recommend picking this up for console. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to be trying to do a bit more different monster taming type of videos and branching out into different styles of games. There's a lot of them that are coming out that I have been looking forward to on the horizon, in addition to Temtem as well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like and be sure to subscribe if you guys are interested in more content like this or more monster taming content in general. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.